Alrighty guys, what is up? It's whatever here. We're going up against Ogalbina. This is actually, unfortunately, not a live comm. What we did is we had our computer restarted and it didn't have the right mic on. So we're going to have a little bit of a different kind of view on things and kind of, this is also, I think, a day after. So not the exact things, but we're going up against Owen, good friend of ours, a contender, you know. Also, he got his Crocodile, which is probably one of his favorite mons to use. So I think that's going to be a pretty thing to do. First thing we did is we led with our specs torn. I think it was to counter the Crocodile so we can get a U-turn off, see if he is a, what do you call it? Choice spec set or anything like that. But yeah, so we see that the Gligar is here, and we're just going to go ahead and click Bleak Wind. Wanted to get off damage on this thing. I remember that. And I was not Terraing because I already two-shot. Plus, I want Weird Year to Terra Fairy in the back. I'm going to kind of go over the set here. It's just this max speed Torn, pretty much. He had a 110 base speed. What was it? Tauros that I wanted to outspeed. But yeah, Bleak Wind's going to do a lot here. That's going to be like, what, like 70%? Speed Fell, not really going to matter as he just U-turns out. That's going to bring in, I believe, the Electros. And Electros actually puts me in kind of a weird spot because the Hydrapple, like, we are Fizz Death. So we can't really come in and take a U-turn or take a knockoff and stuff like that. That's why we're a helmet set. We are specially defensive on our Arcanine, which is why I'm kind of hovering over it here, and I'm thinking, maybe we get up our rocks. But we end up going with a Hydrapple here. He is just going to Volt Switch, I think. Yeah, he Volt Switches, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. So let's see here. Pointed Stones. Volt Switch. Yeah, not very effective. Cool. So this game starts off a little slow while we kind of feel each other out. There's going to be a lot of Volt Switching and U-turning and all that stuff. We're going to go hard into our Arcanine here. Specifically for this Florges. Because what is he hitting me with, you know? It's just going to be like Moonblast. This guy doesn't get any coverage at all. You know? So Moonblast comes out. That does negligible damage. We're very... we're forcing, like... Or we're showing that we could damage with Head Smash. We could also get up our rocks here. So that's what I'm going to do. As he withdraws. And he goes into Blastoise. So I'm like, okay. That's fine. I was like, dang it, you know, if he wants to spin away, then we're going to go into our, what do you call it, Hydrapple here to get some chip damage on that thing. And if he is Ice Beam on his Blastoise, then, oh wait, no, we just go, no, we just go slow, bro, because he could be Ice Beam, and I saw that Ice Beam probably was going to just throw me into the next week, so it was better to try it this way and just kind of scout things out. I am Assault Vest slow, bro, which means I'll take anything. He does flip turn. Rocks are staying up for now. But in comes, you know, I believe the Electros again. So we're going to go there. Yep. So Rocks chip. Cool. He's going to Volt Switch out. As I just go for a Scald. Because I'm Assault Vest, I'm like, hey, you know, I don't think he'll be able to kill. Even with, like, a Thunderbolt. We're going to try to burn, or fish for a burn versus his team. Because his team is so, it doesn't really have any, other than this Florges, it doesn't have any reliable recovery. So, we're going to go and do it. Fish for a burn. And I'm like, oh, alright, no worries then. Let's go ahead and go hard into our Arcanine Hisui here. Because again, what is he going to click here? This is Moonblast. Not much he can do. We'll be able to. We're heavy duty boots, so we're gonna be able to Morning Sun up off of the next one, and we're gonna start threatening with head smashes as he trailblazes. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't know what you're gonna do to me still, so we're just gonna go for the head smash. Chilling water comes out. Oh my gosh, this guy gets that. Did not expect that. I'm gonna be honest. Floor just almost dies. If we were extreme speed, that would have been really cool here. We are not though, but we are gonna like. Oh, we are floundering around right now. I didn't know this guy got that move. Because like Moonblast is me doing a lot to everybody else, not named this Arcanine. So I was like, oh, I don't know what I should do here then. You know, I was like, maybe I just go slow, bro. And I was calculating, and I was seeing like what's gonna happen here. So in the game, I was like, oh my god, he switched out. What an idiot. But also, I didn't realize that I was very clearly threatening with extreme speed. So, good for us because we swap out. And in comes Gilbert, our Slowbro again. So it's going to be the same kind of, what do you call it? What do you do? Kind of positioning and stuff like that. Let's just go for a Scald. Rapid Spin's going to come out. Rocks are going to go away. Alright, that's fine. We can get them up later on something slower. But we're going to go for the Scald, try to fish for a burn. We get the crit. And the burn! The burn's the main thing. That really matters here because that's going to be 6% every turn. It's going to be amazing for us. Now, here I'm like, okay, you're gonna probably try to flip turn, or you're gonna Dark Pulse. If you're Dark Pulse, at least I scout for Dark Pulse, see if you got it. Based on the damage from flip turn, you at least were not that physically offensive, so Dark Pulse still could have been doing some shit. In comes the flip turn though. Get the big chip off on that guy. And in comes Florges, I believe. Now this is a very big turn. Because we look at our team. What's coming in on this guy now? What's coming in on this guy? He's going to... We have Heavy Slam specifically for this Florges, by the way. Like, he's going to recover if he's synth. And then how do I kill this guy? If he gets back up to full. Because the rest of my team is all special attackers other than my Arcanine. Which he already has shown that he can kill. Now, Moonblast had a chance to kill. If he was, like, not bold, but like, you know, just like not an invested in nature. He goes for the synth. And I'm like, cool. I got him. I'm going to bring him back down. And I'm kind of force him in on a... turn, and depending on his investment, we could kill. We get the crit, which does matter in the sense of, what do you call it? The roll was 55 to 65, and so it was like a very, very small roll in my favor to kill without that crit. Now, in comes Blastoise. And we're like, okay, that screams, I have Ice Beam, you know? And I was like, I'm going to go Gilbert. And we're going to see what we do here. Now that the Florges is down, that means that my Torn can start clicking buttons. Especially if we can get rocks back up. Ice Beam comes out. I was like, okay. That's fine. We're just going to go ahead and switch out here. Because I was expecting a flip turn, I believe. But I didn't want to go into Steven again. Because if he just clicks Ice Beam again, then we just lose. See, I was about to do it. And I was like, oh, but then I can get rocks up later. And I was like, what can I use right here? Because I'm a very special set. Did I not scald? No, I scalded again, didn't I? Never mind, I lied. I've been lying for the past minute. But I go for this. Oh yeah, I remember the sequencing now. Yep, I remember because he goes back into the Electros and then we get a burn. Spoilers. Goated with the sauce. Bang. Scald be doing Scald things. I'm assuming this guy's going to be Assault Vest. I know Slowbro's not that strong, but any chip is going to be great. And we're going to go ahead and I believe we just Scald again. Or do we Psyshock? I think we just Scald. Yep. We already saw the damage that Volt Switch is going to do. So we already knew that roll. So nothing crazy there. But I think the main crazy thing is now we're kind of in this we're in range of like a Dark Pulse if he has it. You know, and he has like some sort of offense into him. So I wanted to switch out here. So I was thinking that, you know, Dark Pulse was coming out. If he was ever going to have it and click it, it's going to be this turn. So we're going to go Bethany here. Also, this thing was specifically set to beat Florges in a 1v1. As he just Ice Beams. Whoa! And gets the freeze. Now, this is rough. Because Blastoise would have been dead here. If Blastoise wasn't dead, then something else was going to, you know, take huge damage. Because we just Agility up. If we can unthaw. I think it's Electros comes back in here. And Electros being chipped even more is amazing for my Torn. Because I'm Specs. I've been doing lots of damage. Oh no! Well, I would have had this guy. I'm assuming Assault Vest Eel would have been at half, I want to say. We are faster too. Volt Switch comes out and it does kill. Yeah, I would say we would do 25 to 30 to that guy if we had the thaw out. So that guy would have been 30% less. Just saying for the future, if that freeze matters or not. But yeah, so never mind. The Blastoise didn't get any chipped, but the Electros definitely would have. Now, he's going to be able to get out into something, and then we're going to be able to finally get some initiative and get what we want in. And in comes the Crocodile. That means we're going to go into our Hydrapple. This is going to be great. Because we're now going to be able to do big damage. Because what's taking us? Nothing really. We can go ahead and go for a Fickle Beam if we really wanted to. Giga Drain's going to keep us healthy if he is some sort of gunk set. So he's going to switch out. In comes Twin Cannons. That thing is dead. Cool. Now the scary thing is though, he has Terra Dark on his Gallade. And Gallade has really good natural Spadef. So here comes Fist to his head. Now, I'm like, okay, I can't let this guy set up for free or else it's a free end game for him. So I just go for the Fickle Beam. I did not know this guy gets Triple Axle. I was like, I'm here to get some chip with Rocky Helmet and then Fickle Beam him and then switch out the next turn. However, I just die instantly. So, now we're in a bad little pickle here. He has Terra Dark on his Gallade. So, that kind of invalidates the Slowbro. And Dave is going to come out here because we are Keyberry and Intimidate. So we should be able to live anything that he wants to go for. And we're also Terra Fairy. Clear Amulet. Okay. We have to Terra. And we're going to just Agility right now. So let's see this. Let's see what he goes for. Because, God, Psycho Cut probably would do a lot, right? It would give me the Keyberry +1 for the next turn, and I would have another boost for my stored power set. I'll be at +2 and +1, which would be pretty good. Terra Fairy's also just really strong into the rest of his team, just neutrally. Triple Axle, and he misses. Now, obviously that's definitely gonna matter in the Oh my God! Did I really fuck up my recording on my original recording? That's crazy. Anyways, we're just gonna go for a Terra Blast here. And yeah, so like, I'm assuming if you're Gallade, right? After Triple Axle, it's gonna be doing less than 50% because we would get the Keyberry boost, right? So let's see here. Weird Deer. ZU set. That's not my set. Let me just pull in my set real quick. Boop, boop, boop. And we're not bold. 35 to 42. Oh, wait. Let's put in our Keyberry. 23 to 27. So that's obviously not going to be doing a whole lot to us once we get that Keyberry boost. We're going to go for the Calm Mind here. Remember, this Electros should have been dead. Or should have been 25 to 30% less. So we would have just had to have lived one discharge. And we probably would have been able to keep this guy in stored power range, right? Let's just check Electros defensive pivot. Terra Blast. We were at +2. We would have been at +1 defense. Oh. Once we get the +1/+1, it is now in range. Once we got the second agility as well, this guy just instantly died. So the whole reasoning that I went for another agility was because if he does get the pair, then I'm still faster than the Crocodile. Unless he is scarfed because of the way para works, I believe. But that's why I went for the second agility there. So no discharge paras on his end. Does suck. But we just go ahead and get to click Stored Power and Terra Blast into the rest of the team here. Yeah. That's going to be it. That's going to be game. Because even if he is any of his berries or whatever, like Roselli Berry, then I have Torn in the back, which is going to be faster than everything left. Any chip on that Electros, because we, in theory, we beat the Gallade 1v1, right? And then if you, what do you call it? If you hit that, yeah. So if you hit that triple axle, in theory, the Gallade still gets 1v1 by Weird Ear, and I was able to set up past and probably get to the same endgame with Weird Ear. If not, though, I still had Torn, which was faster than everything in the back, with, Bleak Wind Storms. Choice specs, I'd have to hit them, obviously. We also had Hydrapple, which walled the fuck out of, Crocodile and the Gligar. So the only thing that would have been able to hit it was Electros, and I would still have the regen pivots available as well. So as much as that missing that triple axle hurt, I don't know, it changed. Obviously it changed the game, but it probably just changed diff, if anything. But yeah, that's going to be our week 2. So I will see you guys in our next week now. Peace. Wait, I'm going to be honest. We are back to regular audio for this next one. Sorry. Bye.